Okay, so this is my LinkedIn, and if you check, you see the communication I'm holding. It's very, very specific to what I am actually doing. Conversion rate optimization expert. I allow customers to make purchases faster than you ever thought possible. It's consistent. That's why I was trying to, when comparing it with my Facebook, I was telling you that it's been a while. I just had to do that. On seeing that, I needed to change that so that it's consistent with all my social media platforms, and that's one of what your bio needs to say about you. And then you see one of the things that LinkedIn does. LinkedIn allows you here. You have to you see the same thing about. I help brands locally, international reposition, scale, grow concurrently while driving high conversion rate and cutting costs on even the most elaborate campaign budget. And that's exactly what it is. And then you outline your skill set. You see A/B testing, funnel optimization. These are things that is in line with what I do. And then another thing that helps you stand out in on social media on LinkedIn is this featured section. This featured section is like like you are having also to showcase some of the key contents or the key topics that you're very, very good at, that your philosophy, your ideas, what kind of person are you, your strengths, most importantly. Like if I have a white paper or I have a book, this is where I will normally share it. And you look at this is an audit I was doing on Netflix to show you what Netflix is doing or how Netflix could be better. But what Netflix is doing that is making them look like they are actually and gaining in their algorithm and having tremendous results that other people should copy what Netflix is doing. So if you check that, you really understand the level of communication I'm trying to communicate in terms of expertise and stuff like that. And you can always add it. You can always go to YouTube and learn more about this stuff. And your communication is very, very important. And that's basically that. You don't necessarily have to do so much. Just make sure that you have a very good you see conversion rate optimization here. You see digital marketing strategies. Just have a good work history and work experience, and add all these things, and your certifications. If you have, you add them, and your skill set. Just follow through the normal flow that LinkedIn is telling you to follow through. And when you follow through on that, you're able to position yourself as an authority. And if you have people that can give you recommendations, I also recommend that you get recommendations. For me, I still got what I want to do because I know how I've been able to communicate properly, and that's that. But that's on another level. Doesn't mean that you can't start from here and then scale forward. The truth of the matter is that when you have these basic syntax, I know exactly, because I'm going to be going there to actually validate myself, and not just validating myself. If the conversations get very difficult, I say, okay, let's do 1 month free trial to see. You don't have to pay because it's my skill set, and I know definitely that there is no how that I'm going to come into the system that will not have what I'm looking for. And if I have the tools, try to create an enable environment that can allow for that. Why not? I just go in there and do it, and have the thing that I'm doing. I remember a story that my sister told me about. A close person told me about another of friends, and told me that when the person got into organization, was volunteering to work for free, and already started, said, okay, I'm going to give it for free. And this will, when at the end of it, they say, okay, do you know what, we have a particular, we can make room for you and stuff like that. And they were willing to start at a level, and guess the level that we're starting about within 1,000. Good number, very good number. And at the end of it, guess what, will they throw you off? No, they're not going to throw you off. So these are the kind of things when it has to do with some of the things that you do. And make sure you have an amazing post. Like if you come here to although I've not really had made a lot of posts for a while now, if you check here, you can always see more posts. I have to show you that quickly. But if you're not checking here, because that has to do with when you're actually looking at someone else's work, and stuff like that, you can always come to there. Just wait, I'm going to show you where you can have you can see post impressions. This is post impressions. More activities featured. Wow, it's been long. I did a lot of posts. I reposted this. Okay, see it here. Show all posts. This is where we get into having the conversations of show all posts, and so that you can see some of the posts because I reposted it. You see another one or some of the content that I've made here. You see, this is what anybody can use to start. This is just validating my level of skill set. So I'm giving someone a template, even if at all you're starting off on this thing, you'll be able to scale through. And guess what? It's just that I've not really been following up on this level of the strategy that I've had, because I've had to apply other things that actually work at a level. See, LinkedIn will give you 50 something impressions and stuff like that. It's the one that is actually giving me what I'm looking for, is what I'm going to, you see, this is very, very consistent. From here, it's consistent. Google will not let you rank on Google. I'm still talking about consistency. You see another one. And that's exactly some of the things that, who is a conversion. You see, in the little form that I have, I've been able to position myself very quickly. And look at, it means that content like this would do well irrespective of the form. So you use this, you test it, and it also adds on the authority. It doesn't mean that I need to have a lot of likes, but I need to have my conversation started. Now, the strategy for having engagement on your post is quite different. Now, what you do there is in terms of the kind of acquisitions that you do in terms of your network. Now, when we come to network, what you're supposed to do is to come in here and search people that are in tangent with your industry. That's, you see, conversion specialists. You search people that are in tangent with your industry first, so that when you post, all right, when you post, it is possible for you to come here to people. When you post, it is possible for them to engage with you. You see this person, conversion optimization expert, and you connect. They are the people that is going to go and like your post and make your post to look relevant. And you also have some other parts of LinkedIn that talks about LinkedIn top voice, and these are when you are able to contribute at a particular level consistently for a particular time on a particular set topic, and that's when they give you a badge that you are a top voice. That's exactly what it is. Begin to engage in these conversations, that at the end of it, when these people want to look at you and want to know more about you, what you do is, that's where you come in here as top voices and stuff like that. It also adds to everything that is happening on LinkedIn. So that's just basic for LinkedIn. And then on the second level, what you can do is you can now reach out, add people. I said the first tier of people, the first 73% of your network should actually showcase people who are in your directly in relationship to your industry, and the second 33% should be people that you want to do business with. And the last 33% can now be for general public, because you don't know who is who, that you have to also, that is going to, your content is going to benefit in such a way that you're able to relate these things in their own language, and you talk about something that makes sense to them. At the end of it, you don't know where conversation leads to conversation. So you try to post in that regard, so that your content, you never know who's in your network, that some of the things that you're actually saying. That's why I tailored my conversation and my marketing to look in this neutral form. All right, so that even someone that is coming for the first time can really understand exactly what it is that I'm trying to do. So that's just the basic. If you have more questions, you can leave me questions, leave me comments. Another way, you can look up these things on Google to see how you can properly optimize your LinkedIn so that it can work well. But I've told you the strategy to have an engagement, and when you have this engagement, what you do is now take it and you now pitch it to use that as a social proof to actually reach out to the organizations that are going to be hiring you. And guess what? You even have to make relationship with the employees of the organizations that you want to, get them on board, come on board their team. So that's exactly what it is. And you begin to ask, and these are the people that will tell you, my organization has this gap, my organization has this gap, and like that, you begin to grow your network and begin to do something. The first thing and the first rule of LinkedIn is you have to build meaningful connections and then start meaningful conversations. Those two things work hand in hand. And if you don't do these things, it's not really possible for you to scale. And you have to be ready to put yourself out there. And that's how this whole thing is going to be. So if you have questions, feel free to leave comments, and I'll be there to help you, and we'll get our conversation started. Thank you very much.